Yeah, and I want to go back to something you said about initial justification, because that also has to do with this difference regarding imputation. One of the reasons why most Catholic theologians will limit sola fide to initial justification is because when the Council of Trent and Catholic systematic theology talks about justification, we're talking about human righteousness before God, the totality of it in general. Um, and while there's nothing you could ever do to infuse or regenerate your soul, infuse grace into your soul, or regenerate your soul, there's nothing you could ever do to cause that initial transfer, that initial translation into a state of grace, into a state of salvation. Once you're in that state, all of the good things you do, you'll be growing in grace, you'll be growing in justice, you'll be growing in righteousness. And that's where you get the language of increase in justification, which for most Protestants makes no sense because justification is a yes or no. And there's a good reason for thinking that, because in Paul's biblical usage, the way Paul seems to be using justification in the key text that we're talking about is really just a forensic declaration. It's just a divine acquittal. It's a divine